Boom.
Bosh! Yes! What's good, everybody? You know what time it is. Clout Chaser's here. He's over there, but he won't be for long. Get that badger. In and on and over here. He's in, he's on, he's over, he's here. I've just been on Just Joe. Much appreciated every time I go on. He's a top lad and there's a good panel. All the boys on. I appreciate everybody that comments. I don't actually read the comments live because I don't want to be like spazzing out if somebody starts abusing me on there or something, so I just leave them. Let the comments fester. But yeah, I know that I have a little skim through afterwards and there's loads of people saying get that badger in and on over here and stuff, so I do appreciate it. And sometimes Just Joe put like a caption at bottom and some people are saying, you know, some nice stuff about me, so I do appreciate it. Much appreciated. The badger's in, he's on, he's over here. Follow me on Twitter, JackCity Music. This is a super quick shit vid, just flying in after another resounding victory. Wasn't all bells and whistles, I wouldn't say. To be fair, there were 20 minutes in the second half where we were a bit, you know, sort of hanging there, but that's what it's all about for me. I don't mind that whatsoever. I think commentators go well over the top. I think we're so dominant in most games that when the going does get slightly tough, everybody starts to think we're in some sort of like meltdown mode and we're just going to concede. We look so strong. They had a couple of chances like all teams do in every single football game. You know, there's all, every, like Joe was saying on Just Joe podcast we've just been on, every team has a spell in each and every game. There were a lot of talk about Morgan Whittaker as well, who has not done much against Leeds, but I think, to be fair to him, what a Plymouth 15th in league or something, I think if you're top goal scorer in any league when your team is 15th in league, that is, you know, some serious doing. You're not in a high-flying side where there's plenty of chances and stuff, you know. And granted, you might just be the main man in that team, but it's still, you know, that kid's obviously got a fair bit about him to be top goal scorer in any league, especially in bottom 10. I remember when Kevin Phillips were a beast at Sunderland. They probably had a decent year that year, but there's loads of talk about this being our first eight out of 8 winning streak or whatever, but I don't know whether it's just me, but does nobody remember? It might not be wins, but I'm certain it was. The 10 out of 10 that we went on when we went to top at league in Premier League. And it'll have been O'Leary, I think. Boy, you're banging him in. And then I think Everton broke it at 4-4. Kevin Campbell got, I don't know whether he got 3 or I think he got all 4. He was like awesome that day. And they'd been a bit shit as well at Everton. It were a game that we thought we'd win. But yeah, what's that about? We were talking a lot as well about Nonto. I forgot to mention this. Joe made a really good point about the partnership that Gray has with Nonto and the partnership that James has with Gray. And they're two totally different partnerships. I think Nonto comes a lot deeper. So Gray links up with him a lot more in our half, and that looks quite good and it gets us out of bother a lot. Whereas James is often looking to just go in. He wants to be the one that sets off. Whereas Gray can sort of find it easier to overlap him. I think Peru's a bit of a target for people. I think people are really micro analysing his performances, which I think is a little bit harsh. Because ultimately, you know, he got a brilliant assist and he is tricky on ball. Like a couple of, I can't remember the chance that he set up. He sort of got fouled in the build up play and he did like a really like nice bit of trickery. I thought Rutter struggled a little bit. He got man at match and it seems wild to say that he struggled because he got an assist and a goal. He were brilliant. And I'm buzzing that he got the goal. But yeah, he got doubled up on a lot, and I think that's because Peru, however you say his name, he's in behind him, and he's not necessarily pulling the defence away from him. And that Williams or whatever who called would bang up for like a physical battle with him, wouldn't he? Because Rutter is a physical man, strong lad. I thought the Nonto goal was outrageous, but I'm gonna get shot left, right, and centre everywhere. But he don't mean that first touch. I really don't think he does mean to beat the player like that. I think his focus. This is where the awesomeness of him comes in, the genius of him. I don't think he's a genius, but the genius in this moment. The touch is just focusing on getting a good touch that's close to him, and then it's the reaction time after the touch. That's what does the defender. So Nonto takes the touch and then is an instant reaction to where the ball's gone. He's aware as it's come off his foot. He knows he's beat the defender with it, and that's when he takes the second touch, gets it away from him, and it's a nice finish. They sort of said at half-time that he scuffed the finish. Hasselbank made a career out of scuffing finishes, didn't he? So, not, you know, that seems like an outrageous thing to say about Hasselbank, but he never hit them cleanly. I think it puts keeper off. If you hit them really sweet all the time, I don't think they go in. Boom, mint result. Subscribe. I appreciate each and every one here. We're flying up. We're all the way up. Simples.
way they've been, the results they've had, 1 defeat in 13. I've got Muppets from Leeds talking about pressures on us and Bamford and Forshaw and a couple of others, and it's over to you and this, that and the other. They got beat 7 times since Christmas. We've been beaten once. We've set it up from Christmas to be in the race.
Boom.
JackCity, bitch. JackCity, bitch. Hey!
I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna hear your promises. You do you and I'll do me. That's just the way it is. Don't wanna ever feel surprised. That's why I ask.